Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, folks. How are you doing today? I am here with my good friend, the lumberjack landlord. I just call him Matt. How you doing, buddy?
I'm doing awesome, Mike. How you doing?
I'm doing well, man. So one of the
Yeah.
things that I have seen on my channel is there's a lot of Dave Ramsey fans. And again, I think I've
Yeah.
given credit to him many
Sure.
times. I'll do it again. I think Dave Ramsey does an amazing job taking somebody from negative net worth, consumer debt to zero.
Yep.
I don't particularly like saving your way to wealth and things of that nature. So something I've been working on for a month, and I'm embarrassed to say it's taken this long, but I've thought about it for a month, is what are the 10 steps to building wealth? So I want to just run through the list with you.
Yeah.
Give me your rough thoughts. I think there's a presentation. I think there's a story here.
Sure.
But again, the idea is 10 steps to building wealth. You ready?
Yeah. I'm ready.
Again, there's so many different aspects of this. So
Sure.
we'll just start. So number one, I think people need to understand their financial freedom number, right? What is
Yes.
your housing? I think everybody needs to appreciate their housing, their family. You are an income statement. You are a balance sheet. You are a cash flow statement. Nobody thinks like that, or very few of us do.
Sure.
But again, what is your income statement, right? What is that middle number, right? You have income and you have net, but what's in the middle is expenses. So
Sure.
I'm challenging people to do that. Actually, you gave me your sample 30-day expense tracking, which is like the way to do it. So that's number one. What is your financial freedom number?
Yeah. You've got to start somewhere, and and the most important thing, right, is, revenues and expenses, right? Just like any business has to be run, you have to run your household as a business. You have to look at it and say, what actual discretionary income do I have? And does that help me understand? I'm sure one of yours is what's your goal?
Mm-hmm.
And does that help me accomplish my goal? And if not, then you have to work on the revenues, or you have to work on your revenues, and you have to work on your expenses. And like you and I joke about all the time, it's not revenues, so.
Yeah. All right. Number two, this really highlighted with your spreadsheet. You've not only do you have to calculate your number, but I'm now going to challenge you with your 30-day spreadsheet. I want you to track it, right? That kind of gives you a number, but I want you to go back through it. And I want you to, and this is something Olivia and I did decades ago, is I want you to call it a want or a need.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Because
yes.
again, I want you to take care of your needs. I want you to understand your needs, but be honest with yourself. How many of these things are wants? A lot of our living below our means, right? Or living above or below, depending on where you are the wants. The
That's
needs
right.
take up a percentage, but we get comfortable. The rat race takes over. We start expanding our spending because of wants.
Yeah.
So that's something I've added to this. Does that make sense?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, that's what, honestly, it's that delayed gratification.
Absolutely.
You and I lived a long time.
I wish people would appreciate that.
Well, I always tell students, and I always tell, people that I've mentored and things, I said, listen, you love my life now. You would hate my life.
Exactly.
Now.
When you go to McDonald's on the dollar menu for a reward, folks, that is sacrificing. Yeah, I mean, think about that. That's what you did.
Yeah. Yeah. Right? That's what, I mean, that was it. And like our Saturday fun time used to be getting in the car and driving streets to see if we could find a property that we could target.
Yeah.
Like,
I wish people would understand. I wish
I
had that
sacrifice.
Recorded. Yeah.
Yeah, it was. Well, yeah, I mean, that was that was the ugly part. That was the horrible part. Everybody would like our life now, but the masses largely won't be willing to tolerate the journey.
Yeah. The thing for me is most people, like when we tell them, they give it lip service. Oh yeah, I could do that. And then like 4 months in, they're like, this sucks. Yeah. Well, I did that for 15 years, folks. Yeah. So yeah, that sucks like quadrupled or something. So yeah.
The first 5 years we were married, we didn't take a vacation.
Exactly. Yeah. So anyways, okay. Needs and wants. Number 3. And again, I'm trying to balance all this. Number 3 is you've got to produce more income.
Yes, sure. Of course.
Right? You got to. So if you understand where you are, you understand what you're spending. Another thing is you can increase income. Something I've told college students or high school students is if I had my druthers, I would tell you to get a commission-based job.
Yes.
Right. First job, right? Go live on your base, right? 60-40, 50-50 split, whatever it is. And then go bust your ass.
Yeah.
Right. Because accelerator money is awesome.
Oh, it's the best.
It's the best. Yeah. And then again with income, right? Because I've done this twice now, right?
Yeah.
While I worked, I focused on being the very best at what I could be
That's right.
for revenue.
That's right.
But now that I've been out, I've found ways via these side hustles that you can also create amazing income.
Sure.
So again, whatever step 3 is for you, right? If you have a 9 to 5 and you're paid, salary or hourly, and there's no variability, as Gary Vee says all the time, create a side hustle, create another thing. And I think side hustles today are remarkably easier than 20 years
my
ago.
word. Yeah. Like, I mean, anybody that age group, right? I've got guys that work for me that want to make extra money. And so they do DoorDash,
Yeah.
they do Uber, they do all sorts of these different things, or some of them that do like graphic stuff. They pick up and they jump on Fiverr.
Yeah, exactly.
And do projects on there. And it's absolutely amazing the access that people can have to side hustles now.
Yeah. So actually, I think I need to call this my 10 steps to building wealth, buy and hold, because number 4 is where I start to focus on one rental at a time, right? I want you to focus on one market, one set of criteria. It's kind of step 1 of the course, right? I call it your box. I don't know of a better thing, but what's your criteria? And then, oh, by the way, focus means you need to let everything else go. Stop being distracted by other markets. Stop being distracted by flipping shows or wholesaling. If you're going to be buy and hold, what's your criteria? Look at it every day.
Yeah, I totally agree. I mean, you've got to, it becomes, you have to become laser focused on your goal.
Yes.
You have to become laser focused on your goal. You just have to. And if you become laser focused on your goal, that is going to make you feel more confident because you'll be seeing progress being made. Exactly. And that is absolutely the sugar that you need to kind of, push you through that next step, which is I'm actually seeing progress. I'm actually starting to understand things. I mean, I've seen people that I've even just shown them a few things and I talked to them a couple of weeks later and they're reciting things back to me. I was like, did you ever thought you could understand what that was 2 weeks ago?
Exactly.
Not in a million years. And now you're that much further ahead. And now it's that constant always be learning. That's right. Yeah. That compound learning.
Yeah,
that's right.
And that is number 5 for me. It's look at your market every day. I asked for 20 minutes a day. You close the Hackology course in one, how to get started one rental at a time with ABL, always be learning. That's I'm going to steal that. It's going to be mine.
Feel
eventually.
Free.
No,
yours.
Just kidding.
All yours.
I'll give you credit. But again, that's the idea, right? Number 4 is you have a box, your focus area. But number 5 is you got to be committed. We joked earlier about sacrifice. I mean, just as equally, I've looked at my market, I think I've missed 20 days in 20 years.
Sure.
Right. Look every day. It's not once a week. Yep. I still get people that come in and go, you know what, Mike, I'm going to give you 4 hours on Saturday. You're asking me for 2 hours. I'm going to give you 4 on Saturday. Nope. What do you think? Stop.
Equate it to working out. You're going to hurt on Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, and you're likely not going to work out again next Saturday.
Exactly. And oh, by the way, you haven't fixed your diet and you haven't done these other things.
That's right.
It's just,
Mike, real quick on the point of every single day. So 3 of the days that I've missed, 3 of the days that I missed in my market were all back to back to each other. They were my wife and I's first vacation. We left and we were gone for 5 days. And I looked on the day that that we were basically sitting in the airport, and I looked in the airport on the way back. And what was amazing was in those 3 days, I lost a house that was 5 houses down from me. Ouch. That I had an eye on for a year and a half. Yeah. It went on, and all of a sudden, a deal got done, cash done. It hit market. It went under contract. The deal got done. That house sold for $175,000. And 3 months ago, God bless these guys, because it was a comp for something else I sold, but it sold for $525,000.
Oh,
yeah. And that was in a 10-year period, that house that I could have bought for $175,000. So I told my wife, we're never going on vacation again.
Sorry, honey. We lost $300,000.
I was like,
no
what
vacation.
The hell? So to the making sure that we're talking through this is that, yes, daily execution. Even on vacation, I missed it. I didn't, and it cost me $300,000.
And to be clear, you would have paid $175,000.
Oh my gosh, I would have paid $175,000.
Yeah.
I offered the bank more than that because it was a foreclosure.
Oh,
I offered
damn
the
it.
bank more than that.
Oh, to try to get in. Yeah.
It was
Ouch.
the whole thing. The whole reason it was stuck was because it had 2 liens on it.
Ah, yes.
That's the whole reason the thing was stuck. And I said, I'll pay the liens and I'll pay this. And like, it just has to go through the process. And the asset manager wasn't ready to put it on the market yet.
Yeah.
As soon as he did, it went under. I lost out.
Damn. Ouch. Do the work every day.
Every day.
Number 6, this is what I try to teach in my course, right? I try to build confidence, all of that stuff, but confidence comes with answering this question. What is an average deal in my market?
Yeah, sure.
Because 99, 95, whatever it is, % of the deals listed are bad. I bought all my property off the MLS as of you, at least as I was growing. I've done off market since, but while
Sure.
I was, my day job was all MLS. It was looking at an airport or a hotel or whatever it was. I was like, oh, that's a good deal. Let's write that one up. So the whole goal of this building wealth is you've got to do the work. It probably takes 60, 90, 120 days, but you should be able to tell anyone, myself, you, your wife, your husband, your best friend, your dog walker, an average deal in this market is 5%, 8%, 10%, whatever it is. And once you've done that, you have unlocked the secret of real estate. Because if you know average, you can now do good or great deals.
That's right.
That's what I'm trying to do.
Yeah, 100% agree with that. And Mike, you touched on something there. I'm not sure if you were meaning to touch on, but when we look at the market and understand a good or a great deal, a lot of that stuff is MLS. For you and for me, I don't know about for you, but I know for me, it was 5 or 6 years before I touched an off-market deal.
Dude, it was 15 years for me. I didn't even really appreciate there were off market until I was done.
Exactly.
Dude, I was all over the freaking world. Yeah, it's crazy.
Right. But people get frustrated because they're like, yeah, I want those off market deals. Yeah, so do we.
Yeah, exactly.
So do we. Yeah. You know, we fight for those, and I pay people for those. I pay them to find them and at least get me a conversation. Exactly. Just get me a conversation, or having the network that Mike talks about so much. That network is so critical, because the bigger the network, the more opportunities filter through, especially if people know what you're looking for.
And number 7 is grow your network. I stole your thunder. Sorry. No, it's fine. So, but again, I give you challenges. I want you to grow your network 2 people a week.
Yeah.
2 people a week. Yep. I mean, and again, now what could that be? That could be a banker. It could be a property manager. It could be another investor. I'm loose with the definition, but folks, as Matt just highlighted, off-market deals come with a network. You're not going to find off-market deals sitting in front of your computer. Go out, meet people, virtually meet them if you want, but eventually you will have to meet them, and never stop. Never stop your network. I mean, I want my network to be 50 people bigger next year than it is right now.
Sure.
And I've been in my market 20 years. I'm always trying to meet more people. So
that's right.
Grow your network.
It can, not only can it make you a lot of money, it can save you a lot of money.
Oh, yes. Yeah. You know how many times my network has bailed me out?
Yep. Yeah. Mine just bailed me out. We had to replace 2 in the street sewer lines.
Oh,
the city fought. Yep. And they wanted to give us a permit cost of $21,000. And I found the top outsourced contractor and I hired them directly for the city. So they constantly are working with those guys in the city, and they clearly have a good relationship because they're the top outsourced one out there.
Yeah.
That one thing saved me having to pay I ended up paying $1,000 for the permit instead of $21,000 for the permit.
That's a good day.
Yeah. They saved my butt.
Yeah. Yeah. That's a good day. Number 8 is understand how you are going to buy.
Yes.
So that could be banks. It could be private money. It could be seller financing. It could be JV, but understand how you are going to buy, because that will, it could be different for everyone, but understand how your intention to buy.
Yes. 100%. No, you gotta know what tools you're bringing to battle.
Exactly. Yeah.
Gotta know who you've got behind you.
Number 9 is, yes, I do believe emergency funds are important. And I actually think you need to have 2. I think you need to have a family emergency fund.
Yes.
But I also think you need to have a property emergency fund, and they are different. They are separate. There's a Chinese wall or segregation or whatever you want to call it. I don't have one emergency fund. I have one for the real estate portfolio and one for the family. They are separate. Never, they will not meet. Right.
Yep.
Awesome.
Yep, exactly.
And number 10, the coup de grace of all of this is once you've done all of this, your job is only to buy good or great deals.
Yes, of course.
That's where the wealth comes. When you can figure out average, which was what number? Number 6, your job is to do better than average every single time. And if you do that long enough, wealth happens.
That's right. Yep. It ends up becoming the byproduct of your effort.
Exactly.
Wealth becomes the byproduct of your efforts.
Efforts and time. Yeah. That's the whole thing of it. So that's my 10. How does it feel? Anything out of order?
No, I mean, I think what you did there is you basically built out what you lived.
Yeah, I'm not very creative, folks. I just went back and how did we do it? How did it all fall apart?
And I only know because it's what I live too. It's kind of funny. Our stories are just a lot alike. Like for a long time, I was a broke ass. How long were you
cash poor?
Define poor. I might still be in it. But yeah, I mean, cash a long time.
Forever.
Yeah, I mean, all the time people would say, well, growing the business and oh man, you must be a millionaire. I was like, depends on how you define it.
Yeah, right.
A million in debt? Yep.
Yep.
Bought a house for $1 million? Yeah. Or bought a property for over $1 million? Yep. $1 million in cash?
Nope. Nope.
So, $1 million in assets depends on how you count an asset, whether the bank owns it or I do.
Yeah, exactly.
And that was that was a long time.
It is, folks. I wish we could go back and film some of those sacrifice days, right? Because a lot of people look at us now and go, again, they always go, "Oh, you're lucky." I'm like, really?
Yeah,
I'm lucky. That's interesting.
Yeah, they should see my wedding bedroom, which had no nightstands. It had storage bins turned upside down that we put the light on. That was how well off I was.
Yeah, exactly. I still love we went to the McDonald's dollar menu to celebrate. I mean, that's just like, how many of you would do that for 5 years? Your monthly date night is the dollar menu at McDonald's.
Yeah. And it was absolute euphoria when Wendy's came out with 99-cent nuggets, 5 nuggets for 99. Like it was a euphoric day in the household of the Hawkins.
Yeah, I'm a personal favorite of the 2 cheeseburgers for 99 cents at McDonald's back in the day.
Oh yeah.
I'll take 2 of those, please.
Yeah. You were like, and I got out of lunch for like $3.50.
Exactly.
And my wife would be like, "Did you go to McDonald's today?"
Yes.
Yes, but they were 2 for $1.
Exactly.
And the drink was $1.
Exactly. I found the money on the street. Somebody dropped a quarter. So anyways, folks, this has been a lot of fun. Do me a favor, Matt. How can they get a hold of you, be a part of your world?
Awesome. Lumberjacklandlord.com, Lumberjack Landlord on YouTube, and part of the One Rental at a Time course, House Hacking. Yes, 4321.
Yeah, I'm so happy you added that. There are gonna be millionaires created because of what you added. The 4321. It's gonna happen. Yeah. I know.
Oh, I mean, it's got the nice. It's got the nice backbone of One Rental at a Time. So kind of helpful. Yeah.
There you go. All right, buddy. Thanks for your time.
Thanks, Mike.